What up? Well, tomorrow initiates Hispanic Heritage Month. So I figured I'd share a little bit of my origin story with you all. My father is Cuban and my mother is African American. He was born on the outskirts of Havana, and my abuela took my father and his brother from Cuba when my dad was 3 years old. This was right when Fidel Castro was coming into power, but she had lived through other regimes and decided that it was time to go. What people also should know is that my abuela actually my dad didn't know his father. My dad's father was a white Spaniard, and he left my abuela the day he was getting married to someone else. She had no idea there was another person in his life, and he told her via letter that he sent from his friend that today I am getting married, and I no longer want to be a part of your life or the child's life. Fast forward to my dad being in the Navy at 20 years old, he meets my mother, who was living in Memphis, Tennessee at the time. And this was a time you did not date outside of your race. Now, people don't understand this, but I don't speak Spanish. And it always made me feel uncomfortable when I would say that to someone who is Latino especially. And it was very frustrating. It was something that I don't feel like I have to explain, but for the sake of educating people, I think I should. My mother does not speak Spanish. My father never lived out any of his dreams. He worked hard so that his kids could live out their dreams. So at a young age, it was really just me and my mom while my dad was working. And my mom did an excellent job educating me on history, not only Black history, but Latino history. But of course, there was always, you're not really Latino or you're not Latino enough. And that was something that I really struggled with. And the biggest thing that also annoyed me was having to explain why I didn't speak Spanish, which is really no one's business. And also no one ever said, well, let me help you. It was always just like an attack on who I was as a person. But the next thing is like, well, how do you have blue eyes? This is an Afro-Cuban. This is what Cubans look like on the island. Chocolate skin with blue eyes. I remember my mom having this picture printed out, and she would leave it in the bathroom whenever we would go. So we were reminded that we have nothing to be ashamed of and that this is who we are. So in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, this month I will only be reviewing Latino films. You're going to see some of my favorites, and you're going to see some ones that I have not seen that I'm looking forward to watching for the first time. Please know that with everything going on in the world, we don't have time to be saying